Hey CG, I'm Nick.
And I'm Jessica.
And we have your first CGTV broadcast for Friday, September 11th, 2015.
In guidance news, University of Indianapolis's Krannert School of Physical Therapy, School of Occupational Therapy, and Master of Public Health program and Master of Science and Athletic Training program are having an informational open house on Saturday, September 12th, 2015 from 8 a.m. to 12:30 p.m. at UIndy Health Pavilion on the university's campus. This is a great opportunity for your students to learn about our DBT, OT, PTA, Master of Health, and Master of Science and Athletic Training programs. Faculty, staff, and current students will be present to provide information and answer questions.
High school students who wish to attend one of the U.S. Service Academies are invited to attend the Academy Day at Ivy Tech Community College in Salisbury, Indiana on September 19th. Doors will open at 9 and the program will begin at 10. If you have any questions, call Congressman Todd Young's office at 812-288-3999.
And in club news, the first meeting of Book Forum for the 2015-2016 school year will be on Tuesday, September 15th during STAR. If you like books or snacks, this may be the club for you. Request a pass on Passwiz from Mrs. Shook to come to this meeting.
Fall Ultimate Frisbee has started. All boys and girls are welcome. Anyone interested in playing or learning how to play should come out. Boys practice Tuesday, Thursdays, and Fridays. Girls practice Monday and Wednesdays. The fall season focuses on fundamentals and introducing new players to the sport. We practice on the field across from the student lot from 3 to 5. Come out and bring a friend.
Are you ready to have one spell of a good time? Then Spell Bowl is for you. Please come to the first practice on Monday, September 14th in room 372 from 3 o'clock to 3:45. Please see Mr. Gaff with questions.
First up, Sam Aquino and Jeffrey Elsey bring us a video about teacher and student experiences with 9/11.
Although many of the high school students may not have been old enough to remember what happened on this day, our staff will never forget.
My husband was getting ready to leave town, and he was having to go to Chicago. And what happened was I had walked, I always turned the news on and had it running in the morning so that I would just know what was going on. And I walked past the television and saw this plane hit one of the towers, and I thought it was a preview for a movie.
I was a teacher, and I was also 7 months pregnant with my son, and we were giving I-STEP when the attack happened. And so we knew it happened, but we had to remain very calm. We didn't want to upset the students during I-STEP. And then after that, the worst part was that I had to drive to my doctor's office. And so it was an emotional day all around. But trying to keep the kids calm, and then afterward, going to my doctor's, my OB appointments is when I really sort of had my breakdown.
Well, my stepdad was in Task Force 1, which is the first responders to the first attack. It was just really tough for him, and he doesn't like to talk about it very much.
On September 11th, I was a junior in high school, and I remember I was in my second period psychology class when the secretary came in and talked to my teacher and had said that 2 planes had crashed into the World Trade Center. And as a junior, I didn't really know what that meant. I thought, are these just small planes? Was this an accident? And then obviously the next couple hours we found out what had happened and how big of an attack this was. And as a high school student, I had a lot of questions, and as high schoolers, we were scared because there was the unknown and we didn't know what was going on, and we heard about these thousands of people that had been killed. And I think one memory I have that I remember the most is I had art class later that afternoon, and everybody was just silent, like no one was talking. And my art teacher started playing a record of some music, and we just worked on our assignment and we listened to music, but no one said anything.
Well, like many teachers at Center Grove High School, I was in the middle of giving the I-STEP test, and the students had finished, and so we were just watching TV, and we were very surprised when the news came on and we saw when the second tower was struck. We saw that live, and that was really something that'll always stay with me.
Is when we were here at the high school, that was the morning of I-STEP testing on a Tuesday morning, and the student I first found out that 9/11 occurred was Logan Defner, who was a student of mine at that point in time. And he had come back from a dentist appointment and said he heard on the way from the dentist back to school that a plane crashed into the World Trade Center, and Logan Defner, after that several years, then went into military service. So, seeing him live through it and experience what it was and then try to go do something about it after 9/11, that is what 9/11 is all about, the spirit of the American citizens.
We are
one color,
one class,
one generation,
one language,
one body,
one family,
one soul,
one people.
We are
the power of one.
We are united.
We are
America.
Thanks, guys. The first choir show will be on Thursday, September 17th at 7 p.m. in the auditorium. Nick Nightingale and Morgan Keller bring you a behind-the-scenes look at choreography rehearsal for the Deftones and CG sound system.
Throughout the year, choreographer Andy Haynes visits Center Grove High School to choreograph for CG Sound System and the Deftones. This past week was the first of 5 Andy Weeks, where both groups learned their opening number for their competition show. We sat down with choir director Jared Norman and members of both groups to get the full story.
Andy Week is when our choreographer Andy comes in, and for 4 days he works with sound system and Deftones during school, during their class time, and then into after school, and each day he spends 2.5 hours with those groups.
It's been great. I love the choreography. It was a bit intimidating at first since I was still fairly new, but I think I'm going along great.
So as being dance captain, I have to make sure that everybody knows what they're doing. And if they miss practice, then I have to get them caught up, and I have to lead warm-ups, and we have to make sure that our show is clean enough so we can perform and win.
So yeah, I'm in CG tennis during the fall, so I'm missing Andy Week, so I have to have a fill-in to replace me during that, so I have to find time for other people to teach me the dances.
It's a long week for all of us, but we work hard, and it's a good week overall. We get a lot better as a group.
The first choir show of the year will be on September 17th in the auditorium at 7 p.m. This show will feature sound system, Deftones, as well as all of the other fantastic CG choirs. Tickets are available at centergrovechoirs.org and seats are reserved. Tickets for the Fall Fest may be purchased on centergrovechoirs.org and seats are reserved. The CG vs. Ben Davis game is tonight. Ashlyn Hart and Danielle Robinson bring us a preview. Last week's victory against Carmel came down to one final play.
I knew what the play call was before we went out there because the coach called the play and at the timeout. And I knew I had to stay outside, and the coach directly told me that I needed to stay outside and not let the quarterback scramble. And that's what I had to do, and that's what I did.
After a big win against Carmel, the Trojan football team plays Ben Davis tonight. I asked Javon Swan how the defense was going to win this matchup.
The best defense in the MIC at the moment, number one in the state. I'm pretty proud and confident of our play on both sides of the ball. Other than that, we just got to take it week by week, execute our calls play by play.
Not only the defense is excelling, but so is the offense. I asked quarterback Joey Siderwitz how the running game was opening up the pass.
The offense is looking pretty good. We're looking tough. We got a lot of guys that can make plays on our offense, and we're a running team, and we've run the ball really well this year, and that's opened up for me to pass some, and our receivers have stepped up and made some big catches.
Our offense has been really efficient this year. We've been executing every single job. We're mainly a predominantly run team, but passing has really been crucial this year. We need just like that one big play each game, and we've really been doing our job. So really looking forward to the BD game. We got a good offensive scouting report for it.
I'm Keaton Clark. I'm a senior. Come support the football team at home against Ben Davis. It's going to be a crazy, tough dogfight. They're a big rival of ours, and we've been waiting all year to get back at them.
Come on, O-line! Come on, we got this. We're fucking
It's your fellow kicker Nathaniel Snyder. Come to the Ben Davis game on 9/11. Come support Center Grove football against Ben Davis. We will be wearing our camo jerseys.
Let's go!
I'm Dan DeRoot, Center Grove football player. I challenge you to come out to next week's game against Ben Davis. Come out and support the Trojans for a good game.
Hope to see everyone at the game. Yesterday, students in each grade participated in a variety of events, from freshmen and sophomores testing to junior day of caring and the senior seminar. Nick Nightingale brings us a highlight from senior seminar.
And that's all we have for you today, CG. Have a great weekend. Bye.